Welcome to the Overholser Mansion. My name is Lisa Escalon. I'm the museum coordinator here at the house, and right now I'm standing in front of the study. And this house was built in 1903. It was 110 years old this past October 2013. Everything that you see here in these rooms is original to the home. Only 4 people have ever lived in it, but never more than 3 people at one time. It's an Oklahoma City treasure as far as I'm concerned. But what we're looking at right now is the study. All the ceilings are hand stenciled and hand painted. An artist was brought in from Kensington Academy in London, England to hand stencil and paint the entire house. It took 18 months, and he lived up on the 3rd floor in the ballroom while he was on the project. The woodwork is Antwerp oak, imported from Belgium. And then wall-to-wall carpeting, that was a sign of wealth back in 1903. And these are Wilton carpets, again imported from England. And they're made in 21 and 26-inch strips and all hand-sewn together. Today for the Heritage Hills Home Tour, we are so privileged to have all of these fashions from 1920s. We're looking at a metallic sequin dress, of course, reflecting the 1920s era. It weighs like 20 pounds, and most of the sequins are metallic. It's beautiful, and these are provided by Oklahoma Historical Society, and we have dresses in every room. The furniture in the study, though, is really amazing because it's all hand-carved mahogany griffin tables and dragon head chairs. Mr. Overholser had these custom-made back in 1893 in Chicago at the Columbian Exposition, which was like the World's Fair. And Mr. Overholser, one of his favorite projects here in Oklahoma City, he's known as Father of Oklahoma City because he built at least a dozen buildings downtown, all of which are gone now because of the house and the carriage house. But his favorite project was the State Fair of Oklahoma. And that was one of his favorite ones, but that's where he got the idea, was attending the Columbian Exposition in Chicago back in 1893. The chandelier is not original to the house, but it was put in by the daughter, Henry Overholser, and she got this chandelier in New Orleans and put this in the 1920s. But Mr. and Mrs. Overholser only had 2 children. They had a son who died back in 1891, Henry Sammy, who only lived to be 8 months of age. Then their only other child was Henry Overholser, and she was born in the house in 1905. She would get married in the house in 1926 when she married her husband, David J. Perry. And she and her husband would live here until her death in 1959. She died at the age of 54 from cancer. And at that point, the house went to her husband, David J. Perry. He became sole heir because they never had any children, and he would sell the house to the Oklahoma Historical Society in 1972. But when he sold it, he included all the contents and everything from the china, the silver, crystal, clothes in the closets, linen on the shelf. Everything is original to the house. That's what really makes this house so unique. And like I said, I call it Oklahoma City treasure. And it's located just north of downtown Oklahoma City on 14th and Hudson. And so when you have a chance, please come by and take a tour of the mansion.
Can you tell us about the tour dates?
Yes. The tours are Tuesday through Saturday on the hour, 10, 11, 12, 1, and 2 o'clock. And admission is paid over at the carriage house, and that's where all the tours start. And please come by and tour the Overholser Mansion.